y'all doing? We got another episode of the I Am STS Podcast. It's your host, Jeremy B. Calhoun.
And Alton Cryer. What's going on?
Alton, what's up?
What's up, bro? Doing all right?
Man, I feel like I ain't seen you in a minute, man.
Well, yeah, right. You ain't seen him, but I seen you. You know, y'all got a dog now. Y'all,
No. Alton called me. He's a pet dad now.
Oh, yeah.
So I became a pet dad almost a year ago. Oh, but you soon joined the club.
Bro, man.
Talk about Bubba Cryer.
Well, before we talk about Bubba Cryer, let's give a shout out to Uncle Mark in the V2 Media team.
Yes.
V2 Media team, they are the producers of our podcast.
Yes.
You see the camera, clear, concise, and creative is what they do and what they embody. And so shout out to V2 Media for sponsoring our podcast. We appreciate you, Uncle Mark.
Uncle Mark, what do you do?
What's up?
Hey. Also, y'all need a podcast.
Yes.
I'm telling you. Come get you a quality podcast. Talk about your work. Talk about your impact. And do it with a quality group like V2 Media. So,
yeah.
I'm going to put that plug out there.
And you can just leverage it for more. One thing, you can leverage it for content, right?
Absolutely.
A lot of times you go to a space and record testimonials and things of that nature.
Yeah.
And the testimonial is usually like short, like 30 seconds to a minute. But like through podcasting, we've learned that you can put a whole person on and dive deep into their testimony and get the meats out of it, the meat out of it, you know what I mean? So,
Absolutely.
man, that's been a beautiful thing about, our podcast. You can be able to tell the story a little bit more and deeper, as well. So, hey, leverage it. So, shout out to V2 Media, man. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, man. So, my wife called me. She like, they gave the kids goldfish today and they gave them a goldfish. I'm like, what?
Who is they?
The daycare.
Okay.
And he pulled up. They say Alonzo, and it had Bubba was on the little bowl, man. The bowl about this big, bro. And so we immediately was like, okay, we got a fish now. Like, we gotta go buy stuff for it. We gotta get a tank for it. We gotta get some food. I'm like, can we just put regular water in this bowl? Like, you can, but you gotta put the little filter stuff in it. So yeah, man, my boy done bought a fish home, man. So it wasn't a baby, so I'm okay. I kind of felt, I'm like, I don't like this whole surprise. I'm bringing something home, man. I don't know. I don't like you springing this up on me, man. Yeah. But it's cool, bro. It's like, hey, what's going on, Bubba? Feeding them, kids get to feed them. Okay. We just got done eating some peaches, and so I cleaned it out, put them in a big peach jar.
Okay, so they got new home.
Yeah, upgrade the boy, man. Put him a couple thousand square feet.
Okay.
And so we actually had a friend of ours that has a full tank, like a 5-gallon tank. Yeah, so we're gonna
move it up.
We're gonna move up, get us some little friends, get us some friends, decorate it, put the little rocks in it. So and so we went to the pet store and they were like, y'all got to go fish from daycare? They were like, yeah, like you like the full parent to come in. Yeah. So it was funny.
That's that way of responsibility.
Yeah, man. I'm like, hey, man, but I think it's pretty cool because the kids get something to look forward to, like, because we not getting no dog, bro. We not getting a dog. Okay. I see all stuff you go through. Every time I talk to Jeremy, bro, he like, Walter, come here, dog. Come here, man. You know what I mean? Like, he did something, man. Yeah, man. He was like, hey, buddy. So, it's just, so we not getting no dog. We started with a fish. And we said that a while ago. Like, we was like, man, if we did anything, we'll do a fish. And so, did you know goldfish can grow as big as koi fish?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, bro, they get big. They can get rich.
So you gotta keep them alive, though.
They say either they can live 30 seconds or about 30 years. For real.
You said 30 seconds.
They can literally live 30 seconds, or she said like 3 years. Yeah, so it's like I'm just trying to keep. I'm like, I gotta be gentle with this joker. I pour him in the bowl, make sure he all right. The kid trying to pick their finger in there, so it's just, bro, you just gotta, yeah, man. Yeah, so, yeah, bro, that's what's going on in the crowd, I know, man. Yeah, bro. What's up with your world, man?
Yeah.
Full-time, so you've been full-time entrepreneurship?
Yeah.
For about 10 months?
Yeah, about 10 months.
10 months. Yeah. So what's going on in your world?
Man, I love it, man. I wake up every single day excited. Wake up every single day, man, ready for the new challenge.
Yep.
Love the innovation that you can have. Love this summer we got an intern.
Yep.
Shout out to Deja.
Shout out.
Deja Boatwright. Got an intern, and really, man, just having that is teaching me how to delegate better. provide more outcome-based work, but also it's allowing me to trust more.
Yep.
Be a little more clear in what I'm asking, so I can give them all the things they need to do. But it's also allowing for more innovation, allowing to get into meet new people, be more intentional about the day, and it's been a blessing, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I think, of course, you always worry about the money, the financial piece. But you told us something, man, a while ago. Is, man, you gotta let God controls the outcome. Like, that's God's responsibility. You just gotta do the work. So now it's really just focus on the work, keeping your head down, staying positive. And really, now that I've kind of gotten to a groove, I'm feeling good. Now it's really adding a strategy to it. Like, first we was just showing up, making sure I'm showing up consistently every day. Now it's okay. Jimmy, you done spent 8 hours. How are we gonna use this 8 hours more intentionally? Like, everything can't be STS Elite and accounting. Now it needs to be marketing. Now it needs to be community. Now it needs to be recruiting. What can you pass along? What can you automate? How do you look at your week? So, like, planning your week in advance. So now it's those things is working on efficiency. Trying to be more efficient in our tools. Like, I was looking at something the other day. You got that account? I got to delete that. We got to get rid of that. So it's those things. But also, know what it taught me is that we can't do everything. I think that's also the realization that I've come to, is that the problem is too big. There's too many factors. There's so much work. That if I try to save the world, I'm going to be discouraged, because it's simply you don't have the capacity.
Straight up.
But if I focus on making sure that our product is the best product that it can be, and we focus on, I don't care if we serve 1,000 kids, 5,000 kids, 2 kids. What can be our hit rate from impact? Can the impact? One of my mentors, JT Malazri, told me, he said, Jeremy, I focus on the customer experience. Like, what value am I bringing to the customer? I want to bring the most value to the customer. And I think that's now been the shift, is what can we do that brings the most value to an individual, that when they leave our program, it sticks with them for the rest of their life. And that's been the focus. So it's not just the big thing. It's really now. And he used to always tell me this. And I never understood it. He say, Jeremy, get good at the small stuff. Like, I need you to be excellent at the small things, at the little things. I never really understood it to now when we talk about impact. If we can be good at the minute things, the small things, it automatically impacts the big things.
No question. Now, I'm with that, bro. And I think, man, one of my mentors, man, Joe Williams, man, he gave me this book called Sacred Pace. And what you shared made me think about literally sacred pace, where it's like, let me not look outside of me, right? Let me not look at everybody else. Let me not look at, I need to go impact the whole world. But what is the pace that God wants us to be at? You feel what I'm saying? And there are different paces for different seasons. There are different paces for different races. You know, and so, man, I think that is what I've learned in this business, man, doing the work that we're doing, bro, that you have to go at a pace. Because if you go too slow, you'll get passed up. If you go too fast, you can blow your heart. You know what I'm saying? Or you can tire yourself out on the journey, bro. And so, because it's also about, it ain't about right now. When we first started, it was go. It was, man, hours and hours of work and using sweat equity to do a lot of the work. At this point, it's about longevity. How do we endure? You know what I mean? How do we have the energy to be able to have a conversation with a student and really think clearly about the conversation that we're having and not being driven by being tired and being tired of this not working and just, man, you know, and so how do we move at a certain pace, right? And so that's one thing I learned about our business, man. Also, too, as well, also that we have what we need. We just needed the right information on how to do it. And so I think about how to utilize it, but I think about some of the meetings we've had. Went to the Grizzlies Foundation event, and they said one thing. Brad said one thing about bringing
output.
About the students.
Yeah,
we were like, we've never put students in our grants. We've always talked about the impact, but we've never put the student stories in our grants, and we got plenty of them. And so now, meeting we just had, Students. Come on in. And I think it's just the information, man. And so I like, so it's not that you need to do more. It's just you need to understand, like, you have it already, but this is what you're not doing within what you already have. You know, and so, man, I'm just so grateful, dog, for just exposure, even at almost year 13. Yeah. You know, and it's motivating to be able to continue to strive and do more for what we're doing, but also go deeper. Yeah. You know.
Man, it's just so many things come to mind, man. You said go deeper. One of the things, you know, we were talking to some funders the other day, and we talked about, of course we want the money to go far. Right. You know, but we also want the impact to go deep. Yeah. Sometimes the money can go far, but it's surface level. Yeah. We want to have, and really we're doing some focus groups with students. Yeah. And the one thing they talk about is how deep our relationships go. Yeah. You know, and that takes deep work.
It does.
You know, but I was listening to the Breakfast Club. Yeah. Your wife put something in there with Mel Robbins. Yeah. Never heard of Mel Robbins before. Yeah. But she talked about the let them theory. Let them theory. I was like, she said let them? Leave that the battery? Like, what are we talking about?
Charge them up.
But the let them theory. And, man, but she talked about, man, they asked about how does she feel about her success. She said, man, it's been 15 years of grinding. Doing the ugly work.
Yeah, doing the ugly work. Boring.
And it reminded me, we're going into year 13. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, God. Because remember, it used to be E.T. E.T. used to be we've been going since 1992. And then we started seeing some results, and I heard that it made me really think, all right, Jeremy, you're going into year 13. What if you could just hold on for the next 2 years? What if that's when it broke? Yeah. And man, it was encouraging. Mm-hmm. But it also let me know, like, the journey that we're on is a journey of sustainability. It's a journey of longevity. It's a journey of intentionality. But it's also the journey of just showing up every day. Like, the journey only stops when you stop showing up.
That's right.
You know, so man.
And I think also it's not looking for the big win. You know what I mean? Because if we're looking for the big win, the small things that you're doing and the small wins, you start to negate those. Because you're looking for the big announcement or the big this, you know. And I think it's small incremental things done consistently over a day-to-day basis that produces what we want to see. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so, man, I think, man, when you talk about giving $50 for over the last 12 years every month, you know, you talk about spending 2 hours with a student bi-weekly. And at a certain point, we learned that, and you said, is that we can't do this by ourselves. Okay, now how can we bring in other young professionals that can be facilitators, that can help us out, grow the program, but now bring in partners? Because we, man, bro, shout out to Miss Irene Ford, man, one of our moms, man, bro, one of the moms of all moms, man. Right. Man, shout out to her, man. And what I realize is one of our students who receive a lot of services from different programs, she got awarded here, and were involved in a number of different organizations. And I've heard people say, you know, you're double dipping, or you're impacting the same student, or impacting the same population. Yeah. Not realizing that student actually needs triple, four, like they need to be dipped in other programs as much as possible, because the natural ecosystem that somebody may have, they don't have it. So they got to create it. Yeah. Right? And so it's like, those are the things that makes the difference in us bringing in a Peer Power or a Chris Pugh Center or a Reach Memphis or whatever it may be, to where we know what, if you want to go on this trip with this organization, here go $350 towards this exploration for you, because we don't have that. Yeah. And we understand, we know that it's going to take a community, and we say it takes a village. Right? If it takes a village is not just people. It may be organizations. Right? And so it's like changing the thought process, attitude around what is it like to serve a student. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be one organization. It may need to be multiple, because the ecosystem that's needed around that young person for them to move to the next level, it may be needed versus a person that already have. I talked to somebody today. They were like, man, I wanted to get an internship, so I called my uncle and got an internship with a financial planning company. You know what I mean? That student may not have that. They could probably call somebody at Walgreens You know what I'm saying? They can call somebody at Amazon.
In the hub.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? Or do they have the information and knowledge to say, I want to go do that?
Yeah.
Right? They haven't had a career assessment, right? And so it's stuff like that, man. I think that we have to change the narrative around, oh, that's my student. No, it's not. It's the communities. And so how can we put these services and resources around them to create an ecosystem to help them thrive?
Yeah. I mean, I definitely have been on the side where you kind of want to, it's almost a competition because you want to show that our impact is so great.
Yeah.
And the thing I never thought about before we started thinking about having this type of conversation is that, yeah, your impact is so great, but what happened to the ones who didn't get the impact? It's good for this student who you connected with. But it's some student that you did connect with that's not going to get the impact. And if you're not allowing them to touch the next organization, that's a young person that has a mixed opportunity where the window of influence, the window of inspiration, the window of capturing their attention is so small.
Yeah.
And like they faced with so much depression, anxiety, validation, comparison. There's so many things going on, trying to find their purpose, their lane. That it's like like I said, you need these multiple touch points because you just never know which one's gonna stick.
Yeah.
And you never know. You may have the perfect program, but you may not have the capacity or availability.
Yeah, come on, bro. Yeah.
And they gonna need to know that, okay, hey, if this is not available. Sometimes if Kroger don't got what you need,
right,
you go to Costco.
There you go.
If Costco don't got what you need, you understand. But
Trader Joe's, you know.
Trader Joe's. But they just said, man, they got Whole Foods in their community. My Whole Food ran out of, there was a time during the pandemic where there was not baby formula.
Man, I've been there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they just said, hey, man, we just got one brand they got together. What happens when you don't have the capacity or availability to serve? Now, the impact is...
Well, and I understand. Here's the thing. I was on that lane with you. And I think it's a sense of entitlement. It's a sense of entitlement that's my student. No, it's not. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you play a role in that student's life, right? And it's trying to own the success of the individual, right? And you don't get to own that. You get to be a part of it. We get to be a part of it, but I can't own that.
Yeah.
And I think there are great opportunities in our city to thrive financially, right? And so I think we have to find unique ways to grow financially too. Because it's more so a financial conversation than anything.
Yeah.
I think the foundation of it is financially there is an opportunity. Once I show impact on the student, there's an opportunity for me to raise money or be able to get money for it.
Correct.
And so I think, and hopefully, I think funders and donors and supporters are changing their thought process around impact of a student. I think we've seen more of, they're looking for more of the collaboration, which I think is amazing. I think now organizations across our city and across our nation have to look at what does impact look like differently. We got programs coming up next year, bro, that's going to be strong.
Yeah.
Not because of STS.
Yeah.
Because of collaboration. It's going to be strong because of collaboration.
It's going to be live.
Come on, bro. I'm like, man, this is amazing, bro. And now we can spread our resources out further because now we have a partner to lift up the weight.
And and sometimes the impact, you have resources, but the resources don't go used because you may have the resources, but not the influence. You may have the resources, but not the students.
That's good.
How many organizations do great work, but they only see 3 to 4 people, 5 X amount of people, right? Because they got the resources, but because of the lack of collaboration and partnership, it's like really those that do you don't get a chance to see.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And it was something we had to that point, we just met with a funder, and this is the first time I ever heard somebody tell us.
Yeah.
They said, don't scale.
Don't scale. Don't scale.
The work that you guys do is deep. This is deep work. I don't know if you have the capacity to scale. It may need to be this X amount of students. And I'm like, I never heard a person tell us that.
Because you've heard them. How do you serve more students? Right. And I think, like, where do you get the information from of how do you serve more students? Not realizing that's breaking some organization. That's breaking some of the actual quality work that we've been able to do. It's breaking the quality.
Yeah. Cause if you got Kool-Aid.
Oh, come on, there. Put your water in. And we got to start over.
Start over, right?
You got to add more stuff.
Look,
yeah.
Yeah, good quality products.
Yeah.
And you put too much, you dilute it too much. And now it loses its impact.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But I know we're on this journey, man. We're on this journey right now of being more efficient.
Yeah.
Like you said, the impact. We're really trying to figure out how do we do things in a more efficient, more impactful, more intentional way. And it made me think about, man, you know, you're a Young Gotti fan.
Yeah, big dog.
Your Gotti had a big thing that said back to the basics.
Back to the basics.
You know, and I think now in year 13, I'm going into year 13, we're really going back to the basics.
No question.
We started out very relational.
Yep.
And then we moved into technology and different tools, processes. In a sense, it was like process over relationship. Now we're going back to relationship, but not just in the student. The relationship with the organization.
There you go.
Relationships with the partners, with the funders. And I think, man, it's going to take us to another level.
Yeah. And I think, man, and to culminate it, we have an event coming up called Amplify. Shout out to Brittany Davis, man, who's heading up this event on our team. She's heading up this Amplify conference that is open to parents, open to students. And it's an opportunity, and it's going to be amazing, y'all. It's an opportunity for parents and students to come together and have a conversation and be able to communicate and understand each other. Understand the parent's upbringing, understand how the child perceives the parent and their communication styles, man. And so, man, because we've done all this work and we realize that there is something needed, we're looking forward to hosting this conference, man, with our students and our parents, man, which I think will aid multiple organizations. So it's open to organizations all over our city. So if you're working with parents, you're working with students, like we want them to be there. This is not an event that students just show up without their parents. This is an event that mama, daddy, whoever their grandma, whoever the guardian is that's responsible for that young person wants to be in attendance. Because there is a practice and a way of doing things that's traditional that doesn't work with the student. Right? And so, like, how do we operate and move as a unit? Because at the end of the day, we're all trying to get to a goal to get what's the best. How do I get the best out of my child? How do I get the best out of my student? And then from a student's perspective, how do I best understand my parent? Right? How do I best understand their background and their way of thinking so I can better understand why they're sharing with me what they're sharing with me? Right? And so I think, man, it's going to be something amazing. We look forward to, we're going to partner with organizations all across our city to be a part of this. We don't have a huge attendance RSVP list. And so once it comes out, make sure you RSVP for it.
Absolutely.
We'll get the date for you guys and have it available for you. But I believe it's in November, if I'm not mistaken. November, October. And we're looking forward to hosting the Amplify conference. So.
And man, I just want to, I know we got a few minutes, but, you know, definitely we're talking about collaboration. So, I mean, I just want to, because sometimes for organizations, right, it's easy to say collaboration, but we don't really talk about how we've done it.
Right.
So, like, I just want to highlight a few so we can leave the audience, because somebody's going to listen to this and say, okay, I want to collaborate, but I don't know how.
Yeah.
Right? And I just want to provide just a few examples so we can show them how we're tangibly, in live, in real time, figuring out how we can share impact.
No question.
You know, so, you know, one of the things I think, even this podcast, Uncle Martin, V2 Media, we got students. We had one of the students, and you'll see this, you'll see one of these episodes, but we had Freedom Prep, their media team in a high school that's doing their daily podcast, doing their daily news. We brought that team out to V2 Media to see the behind the scenes so that they can, one, see what it looks like at a very high level. Ask questions, see the equipment. But then now they can go back and take that experience, that exposure, that access, and now they can apply to their school. And I wanna just tell you, like, one thing that we talked about so much that I need us to be very mindful of, we always talk about exposure. But while exposure is good, students need access.
Facts.
And the difference between exposure and access, exposure is telling them that, hey, they got a steakhouse. That's a great steakhouse. Go to Fleming's.
Right.
Go to Roof Chris. The steak is great. If you want to go somewhere nice, go to Roof Chris. Access is them going in and sit down and having a meal and experiencing it for themselves. That's the difference.
Yep.
Exposure is good. It makes them wonder.
Yep.
Access, when they get a chance to experience it, now it resets the bar.
There you go.
And I think, man, our partnership with V2 Media, with Transnetics, right? Those hands-on, tangible experiences in collaboration with companies, organizations, it resets the bar for the student.
Yep.
It makes them dream, but it also resets how we partner.
There you go.
Because I didn't know this was possible.
Yep.
Now it makes us go into other partnerships with more optimism.
That's right.
More intentionality.
Yep.
It makes us be a little more clear on our ass.
Yeah.
So you gotta
I think not even in the access, there has to be grace and also training, right? Yes. Because if I go to the steak restaurant, I go to Fleming's, I may come in that thing with some flip-flops on. Or I may use the wrong fork, or I may ask for the wrong thing. I may not understand how to read the menu, right? I need to have grace in the midst of that new access for an individual, right? Yeah. And at the same time, how can I show them, hey, actually, this is how we move and do this right here. This is how we move when we do this right here. And I think that is, and not having an expectation of you should have known, for somebody who's first time getting access to it. And because what happens is you get access, and then now that stains that because of the experience, because you expected them to do it a certain way, that now stains the experience, and now you no longer want to bring nobody else in. Right? And so I'm like, we got to move with grace. Right? Because your ecosystem that you grew up in, it was the norm.
Yes.
You got somebody whose ecosystem wasn't like that growing up. So it's a new norm for them. And so they have to be trained and be grown up and develop in that space. Yeah. And I think about, from a collaboration standpoint, I think about, bringing in, Freedom Prep, right? Bringing, when students, they want to go into a certain career field, we're able to say, hey, here are the 5 different career fields they can go into. Let's actually get them at those spaces and places to learn about their career. Yeah. And matter of fact, we have a partner with Peer Power that has the capital to pay an intern. We're going to hire these interns from this school. Right? And so it's adding levels to it of, hey, here's something to do from a volunteer standpoint, but here is a financial partner like Peer Power or the organization that have advocated, have got the capital and said, hey, organizations, let's collaborate. Yes. And we're able to hire students and they can earn up to $4,000 during the summer.
Yeah. And we're going to wrap. This is my last thing, and then, man, I'm going to let you close us out. In that, don't be scared of the investment.
Oh, no question.
Like, I think sometimes we push for collaboration because we want the exposure, but sometimes we think access and collaboration is free. And I almost made the mistake, Alton. We hired a student, and when I saw how much it was gonna cost on state and employee access, I said, that much?
Yeah.
But then I had to humble myself, like, the experience wasn't free. The being able to provide this student the opportunity wasn't free. The collaboration isn't free. Don't miss out on collaboration, exposure, access because you're not willing to pay the price for it. And it's not. It could be, for this one it was financial, but the price could be the time. The price could be filling out the application, but it's daunting. The price could be the training. If we're really going to move efficiently and go back to the basics, there's a price to everything. And you got to start like that. We have to embrace and know that they say it's a cost to be the boss.
It is.
And it's a cost to play the game. We have to go into collaboration understanding that whatever it takes, I gotta be willing to pay the cost. Yeah. If that's what it comes to.
Well, but as a business owner, and I knew your experience, and so
hurt my heart.
I know. But I had been I had been doing it already for a year. So I had experience of what it felt like to
pay. Grace.
Yeah, I gave you grace. Bro. I gave you grace, man. I gave you grace. I had already knew what it felt like to pay more than what's going actually net. I knew what it felt like to pay a gross amount.
Why didn't you tell me earlier?
Well, you know it, man. Learn yourself. Touch the stove, you know. Oh, man, but I understood what it felt like, and at the same time, I understood the impact of it. I understood the impact of it. Like, any business owner knows that if you're investing, it's going to be an investment regardless. We put investments in products that don't work. Companies put investment in strategies that don't work. But as you know, as a business owner, you have the capital to try this out to see if it's gonna work because the outcome could be a 10x and you can really benefit from it, right? So for me, I gotta pay the gross amount. And at the same time, I wouldn't do because I know a Hamadou, a Jordan, or whatever it may be, they're able to get an experience and get paid for it. And somebody will try to do it for free. Mm-hmm. You know, and I can coach them up on, hey, this is the expectation. This is how you move. This is how you do it, and you're gonna get paid for it as well. Yeah. Right. And so I think that's what it is, man. I thank God for the stage that we in, man. Yeah. Man, having a dope business partner like you, man, and supporters, man, to be able to do this thing too. So, man. And we gotta wrap up, but don't be afraid. We had a conversation. Mm-hmm. It was like, man, hey. At this point, I can do this, and at this point, I can do that. Yep. And it's them tough conversations. No question. You want to show up. Yep. And maybe that's a conversation for the next time. But I appreciate the grace that you showed me, and the trust that you showed me. Hopefully I do the same with you. Don't, but it's okay. I'm just playing. And cut. Nah, man, it's another episode of I Am STS Podcast again. Man, shout out to our sponsor, V2 Media. Man, all of our supporters, all of our investors, all of our donors, all our partners, man. We thank y'all. STS is nothing without y'all. And we cannot end this thing out without doing the creed, man. You ready? Let's do it. All right, what we come to do? Compete. How we rocking? We're excellent. I'm a boss. I have more to earn. I'm a student. I have more to learn. I'm a leader. I have more to change. How we winning? On purpose. We do this.